Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are doing well. It is beautiful Monday morning, Monday afternoon. It is March 25th. We're going into the final week of March and heading into April, which hopefully will get a little warmer. It's not a bad day out today. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show, whether you're watching it today at 12 o'clock during your lunch hour, or if you're just kicking back, just relaxing, or whatever time you're watching it. We really do appreciate it very much. Guys, we got a great show lined up for you guys today, so you know what? It's showtime. Let's go to work. Good afternoon, and that was a great intro. Thank you, my good friend Dino Manzella from Seventh Heaven, who put that all together, folks. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Want to thank our sponsors, of course, the great Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Now, spring is in the air, folks. That's right. They carry a wide variety of outdoor furniture, unique lawn and garden decor, as well as flowers, vegetables, herbs, plants. Grill your ace off. Looking up, take care of that lawnmower coming in, folks. $105 plus parts. They are your neighborhood powerhouse. And take advantage of the auto key programming at their stores. They program and car cut keys up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit their helpful hub to speak to a certified team member. That's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ace, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. How are you guys doing on a beautiful Monday? Kathy, Double T, Dennis, Lake Geneva, Yvette, how you guys doing? It's a great Monday. Tomorrow's going to be even better, folks. We even got Twisted Tuesday with my good friend, co-host Carol Brandolino will be in the house tomorrow, so make sure you tune in also on Tuesday. And this Thursday is our anniversary show for Ocean's Pit. That's right, anniversary show for Ocean's Pit. We're so excited. Me and my lovely wife Laura will be doing the show this Thursday, so make sure you turn in on that. Jerry, Jams, Kathy, how are you guys all doing? Anyway, folks, we got a great day, and it's great. Busy week coming up. Oh, thank you, Yvette. Our anniversary show will be this Thursday, so I hope you guys sit and tune in. Me and my wife Laura got something special going on. Nina, how are you doing? Thank you so much, Nina, for supporting. I want to thank everybody. Now, folks, let me just start off before we get into some more sponsors and stuff. Friday night, we had an incredible show at the beautiful Chicago Prime Steakhouse. I want to thank the professor, Daryl Armistad. Great turnout. I need to thank my good friend Mary Grievous, of course, coming out with Jeff Hunt, and everybody from Seventh Heaven, Susan Fumo, and everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting me on Friday night. It was a great fun. I had fun on Friday night when there were some newer people sometimes when they're in there. It kind of breaks the monotony a little bit, and it makes us a little bit better. So thank you so much for that, for ladies for coming out and everybody that showed up that night. Hey, you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. I want to thank Buddy, I think was there. Nina, too. Thank you for the whole weekend that you were there. I appreciate it very much. Guys, if you're looking for a publicist, well, you know what? I think every company or every person that wants to get into the media or wants to get your name brand or something out there, folks, a public relation guy is the way to go. I go with BernieDeMayo.com. Experienced, creative, and smart. He's worked with the Chicago White Sox, Michael Jordan, the Bears, and Michael Jordan, the Bulls, and many more. So you got to check out my good buddy, Bernie DeMayo. Give him a call, 312-217-5658, or go to BernieDeMayo.com and tell him Tony O sent you. And we were just talking about Mary for being there on Friday. Thank you, Mary, for showing up. But let's talk about real estate. and Mary is the lady. Mary Grievous, folks, buying or selling in the Chicagoland area. Perfect real estate professional, whether you're putting your home on the market or looking for a dream home. Give her a call today. That's marygrievous.com. She's great. Go to mgrievous at starkre.com. That's Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. Or give Mary a call at 630-688-1725. That's Mary Grievous, folks. Again, so thank you, Mary, for coming out on Friday and bringing the friends and great people from Seventh Heaven. It was great to see you guys very much. It's a busy week, and we have so much to talk about. Let's talk also about Saturday. Saturday during the day, I want to reach out to my good friend Kevin Preston, who came all the way, and my good buddy Kevin. You gotta love him, man. I worked with Kevin many times in his casinos in Natchez, Mississippi, in Louisiana, in Iowa. And he came into town with his family, and I hooked him up with my good buddy Ron Onesti. And of course, we went for an afternoon lunch and a tour of the Arcada Theater, which Kevin never got to see in his family. So I want to thank Mr. Ron Onesti for that and buying lunch for everybody. That was very thoughtful of you, Ron. And it was a great event. And then we finished that enough time for me to get to my gig on Saturday night at Moretti's in Edison Park. Now, it's the first one we've done since right before the COVID, before the pandemic. And we did it last time we did it was with Ryan O'Ryan, and we were upstairs. Anthony Napolitano was Mikey D, Anthony Napolitano, Regina. I remember. Yeah, that was the last time we did it. And then, of course, they haven't had live entertainment, and they have a DJ on weekends. But me and Billy talked, and let's put it together, and it happened. So I want to thank you all for showing up. I want to thank Stella. Thank you so much, Stella. Marty Malarkey, my good buddy Marty. It was great seeing everybody else there, too, folks. My good friend Debbie, thank you so much. Great seeing Ace Hardware there. Ralphie was there, of course, with Jackie. I want to appreciate you guys for stopping by. My good friend Joni Burke, et cetera, for coming out and supporting. So that was Moretti's. I want to thank A La Carte Entertainment for that. It was a great event. And then Sunday, I just laid back, folks. I actually took some time. You know me, I like going antiquing and stuff. And I went to the Volvo antique shop in Volvo, Illinois. It's right next to the Audi Museum. And I went by myself and walked around a little bit over there and checked some stuff. I bought a pipe holder. You know, I have a whole bunch of pipes because I smoke pipes as well. And I had a holder for that. So that was really cool. And then spend the day. And then some of the kids came over yesterday. So it was just a laid back day. But we got a busy week this week, folks. Busy week coming up. And I hope you go out and have some fun. Dennis, again, Dick saying, great seeing you on Friday, my buddy Joanne, Mary. Here we go. Well, thank you again, Mary. I had a great time, too. I hope you guys did, too. So, yeah, that was very, very cool. And I'm telling you, busy week. This Wednesday, we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle with Double T Tony Toto. That's a 7 o'clock hit. Thursday, returning to Gigi's Are We Live in Burr Ridge, Illinois. Excuse me. With my good friend Jerry Jams and, of course, Lisa P. Friday night will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams. Saturday, returning to Taverna on the Vision. Now, we have not been there since last year in December. So it's good to be back there in Melrose Park. And my friend Greg and Jennifer and the staff there will be there Saturday night with Double T Tony Toto. And Sunday, Easter Sunday. Yep, Tony, you working on Easter? Yep. Easter brunch. We're going to be at the Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. That's this Sunday, the 31st. Ron's putting this big thing together. Me and Professor Daryl Armenstad. It will also be Daryl's birthday. So it'll be a lot of fun this Sunday on the 31st of March. And Ron Onesti's got a big buffet going on. It's going to be a great Easter brunch thing. So it's a lot of reservations. It's going to be a lot of fun this Sunday on the 31st of March. It's going to be good. So that's it. I love it. I want to thank the band also on Saturday night. Double T Tony Toto. Thank you so much, my friend. Mikey D helping us out, of course, on keys, and Jerry Jams doing his stuff. Great fun. And I had a ball. But you know what? Let me tell you, we got some stuff. You know, I like to promote stuff. Tomorrow's Twisted Tuesday. Carol Brandolino will be with us. Got a couple surprise guests for Wednesday and Friday. Get to Lake. We will be in Lake Geneva, Dennis, soon. We'll be at the Stage the Lake Geneva Stage Theater, downtown Lake Geneva, on May 4th, Saturday, May 4th. If you make sure you come on out. Is that right? Is it the 4th? Yes, that's right. I'm lost. I love watching the videos, even though I can't be there. Oh, well, I would thank you, Kathy, for keep dancing. Marion, I was hoping to see you guys yesterday, but I do appreciate it. Saturday night, it was a good time there, folks. All right, so I'm just getting some more stuff out of here. All right. Speaking of Lake Geneva, I'm sure Dennis can talk about it. Somewhere in Elkhorn, they're trying to stop live music from happening in Elkhorn in Lake Geneva. Outdoor entertainment. There's been talks about that for a while. I mean, when you go to these places in Lake Geneva, the Thirsty Parrot, the Ridge, there are certain places that you actually play outside. And Mars, of course, Lake Como. And there's always someone that's trying to stop the live entertainment. And just to give you a little bit of history of this, a perfect example happened to me. I started playing Lake Geneva years ago when there was Jilly's down there. When we had the Jilly's down there, I was there every Friday and Saturday, but it was inside. It wasn't outside. And then we did Papa Corey's, and that was inside. And then we did Kirsch's, and that was inside. So most of the Abbey, everything was inside all the restaurants back then. I think one of the first plants that played outside was Mars years and years ago when my buddy Don used to own it, the old owner of Mars Resort, right? Fantastic place. And we were playing there 3 times a year. Richard, how you doing, buddy? We were there. Patrice, hope you're doing well, my dear. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. We were there 3 times a year. We were there in June, July, and August. 3 times a year, having a great time at Mars and Lake Geneva. 3 things. If you've seen my show, it could be a little loud at times. Yes, music-wise. But at that time, we were playing these outdoor places. And, because of my fans and people that support live music, and first of all, they love Mars. So all the people that came to Mars just because they were there and they love Mars, but then all the people that came in from Chicago and the suburbs and other places to see us perform live, when we're there, it was a big success. For the bar, it was a success. For me, it was a success. Hopefully for the people in the audience, it was a success. But it wasn't a success for the people that live in the area. There was a bitching, moaning that we can't park, we can't drive. Again, there's too much crowd coming in. We can't get reservations because everybody from Illinois was already up there taking our tables. And so I lost my June, July, and August, and it got to 1 time a year, and that's what happened with me at Mars. And I'm there this year, coming up in August 25th. We got a few months away, of course, but that's how the whole story is. And now I hear the article that they're helping some guys trying to stop the live music from happening outside live music in the Wisconsin Lake Geneva area. I don't know. I know they had a meeting in Elkhorn. I don't know what happened with it. Maybe Dennis would know, but Dennis, how you doing? Jill, how you doing? Richard, how you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you. Yeah, so screw them. I believe it. I agree. But it's the board that's getting the heat from the people that live in the area. So they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. As of right now, it's not going to happen. But it is insane to think that, folks. And so, it kind of sucked to only go 1 day a week there. And then, I had the same problem at certain places, too loud or too many people, blah, 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 But, I always think that the people should have a good time and have fun because that's what it's about. They're spending money and they're drinking and they're eating. I mean, let's be honest. When you go to an establishment, if they're eating, they're outside, mind you, they're eating and they're dancing and they're having a good time and they're drinking, the bar is making tons of money. Everybody's making money. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's having fun. So I sure hope that does not stop in the future in the Lake Geneva area outside or Elkhorn or the surrounding suburbs of Wisconsin. I would Hopefully that won't happen. But as of right now, we are still there scheduled our 3 or 4 performances this year. So I'm excited about that. And after meeting with Ron Onesti, folks, on Saturday, and my buddy Kevin Preston, who runs the casino in Natchez, Mississippi, in Louisiana, been my friend for 30 years. There was the craziness that was going on with the alderman to try to change the name of Columbus Day Drive or Columbus Drive in Chicago to Barack Obama Drive. Okay. So it came out there. Ron was all over. Of course, Ron, the president of the Joint Italian Civil Committee, the president, was all over the news, all over the stuff. And this alderman think he had the shot to be able to do that. We don't care if Barack Obama has a street named after him in the city of Chicago. Why not? Put it by his library that's going to be open. Put it somewhere else. Put it anywhere they want. That's fine. But why do they always have to screw with the Italians and Columbus? They just want to get rid of that name. Just get rid of that name completely. I mean, what if that was your last name? You know, there's got to be some Columbuses that live in Chicago. They're going to get persecuted because of the Columbus Day. It is just crazy. But as of the conversation that I had with Ron Onesti and the hard work that he has, supposedly one of the aldermen said, "Boy, you must have a lot of connects," because I even got called from Washington to put a kibosh to that. And so far, from what Ron Onesti tells me, that is not going to happen. Columbus Drive will stay the way it is. So congratulations to our good friend Ron Onesti and the Italian Joint Civic Committee, Italian Committee. Will keep Columbus Drive. You can put Barack Obama Drive somewhere else or wherever else you want to put it. But that's a lot of work and a lot of stuff that goes on. You know, it's crazy. So, Louis Pipes in the house. What's up, my brother? Hope you're doing well. So Columbus Drive will stay there, folks, and I'm excited about that. You're watching Ocean's Pit, a little show about big things, folks. A lot of things. March Madness. You know what? I never got into college sports, and I still don't, and I couldn't give a shit, to be honest with you. And I'm thinking because people tell me you probably don't get in. Yeah, absolutely, Ron. Definitely, Ron Onesti. Great job, buddy. Modern day politicians in Chicago, as of today, have such a bitterness towards Italians. Yeah, you know, I don't understand it, but it is what it is, and we're going to keep fighting it. And with people like Ron and the Joint Italian Civic Committee and everybody else that's involved with that, that's how it works. Tony Bisek, what's up, brother? Anyway, March Madness with all this craziness, I've never followed it so much. Is because then someone told me because you never went to college or you never had kids that went to college because I wasn't around when our kids were small. So I never got into it. I never understood it. So everything, but it's huge. This March Madness is huge, and people sit at bars all day and sit there and they just got to watch and watch and watch and watch. And it is what it is. It's big, so God bless everybody can enjoy that. Absolutely. News about Princess Kate with her cancer. You know what? From all the stuff I read about our prayers, first of all, go out to Princess Kate, of course, the Princess of Wales. From what I've been reading on it, they don't really tell you what kind of cancer it really is. We need more around on, Boyd. You got that, my brother. You got that right, buddy. From what I've been reading, I don't even know if they actually told you what kind of cancer she had. I know she went to chemo treatment. I guess they found it after, from everything I'm hearing about it. Even we have to pray for King Charles. I guess he's not doing that well as well. So I'm hoping to pray for all that, for the king and, of course, Princess Kate. Sad story there. You know, it's just crazy. And there's so much craziness in this crazy world. You know, I think I was mentioning during the last week about all the places that closed in the last, 4 or 5 years since everything went a little ballistic, everything went a little crazy. Even Marshalls, I don't know, they just closed 1,200 stores. She had there you go. Thank you, Richard. She had abdominal surgery, so most likely she probably had ovarian cancer. Yeah. Danny Mazzy, what's up, my brother? Hope you're doing well. My good buddy Danny from Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Danny Mazzy. Hope you and Robin are well. Helen Tenuta, what's up, my dear? So thank you, Richard, for that cancer. So our prayers go out to Princess Kate and, of course, also King Charles. Today is also World Bear Day for all you animal lovers out there, which you know I am. Also National Puppy Day, National Dog Day. Go kiss your dogs. You gotta love it. Uh, very, very cool. Um, all right, so Chicago Music Cruise 2025. Now, you guys, if you didn't get a chance to jump on that cruise when we did it this year in January, we did it with Seventh Heaven, Tony Ocean, the main event band, Mojo's Jukebox. It was at the Royal Caribbean Wonders of the Sea. It was this past January, the biggest ship on the water at that time, and it was an incredible time we had. But we're going to do it again. It is so popular that Seventh Heaven's been doing it for 20 years. 20 years they do these. They got 3 or 4 going on at one time. That's how popular they are. And you know why? For a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a ship. You're out on the water. You're going to warm weathers. You're going to have a little fun. And it's the price. Number two is the price. And the only way you get that price is to going to NTD Vacations with Mary Grievous. That's the only way that you can get these prices. And then the third part is seeing the entertainment. But this one, Richie's worked his magic, and so far, this is what we have on the lineup right now. There could be some more. I think before April 6th, but another week, we should have it all wind up on everybody. But right now, what I can tell you, it's going to leave March 22nd to March 29th. That's given us now an 8-day cruise instead of the last one, which was 7 on the southern border. We're going to start off in Fort Lauderdale. Then we're going to go to Carousel, baby. And to top that off, we're going to go all the way to Aruba, Jamaica, Aruba. And then we're going to end at Coco Key, Bahamas. There it is right there. Chicago Music Cruise vacations right there. So look it up, check it out. Susan, the closer, what's up, my dear? Teacher's spring break. There you go. Well, there you go. See? Michaeline, am I pronouncing that right? Michelle? I'm sorry, I'm horrible. Dave Antonelli, what's up, brother? Tony Toto, yeah. So March 30th till March 30th. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, folks, it's very simple because all you got to do is put down $250 per person. For a couple, that's $500. You put it down, and then you got time to pay for it. But the band members need to apply. I told all the band members already to make sure they sign up and put their stuff. Tell them Tony Ocean sent you. And you can join us on this cruise. It's going to be Tony Ocean and the main event band. It's going to be Mojo's Jukebox, Hillbilly Rock Stars, they're a band from Chicago, and of course the ringleaders, Seventh Heaven. It's going to be a lot of fun. So everybody jump on that. There's Raphael. Ralph, thank you, my friend, you and Jackie for coming. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Again, buy a local, shop local. Get a grill in there. Go grill your Ace off. And guys, you know, we already mentioned the promo for Ace this morning, but we're going to tell you that we're going to, Ralph and Jackie and the crew there are trying to work out, try to give a China raffle off a cruise. Not a cruise. A grill we're trying to do at the Norwich location, and we're working on some fine details. And all the money we raise for this grill is going to go to Almost Home Foundation. So we're working on that. So it's going to be very, very important to do that. Yeah, and the great ports. That's number 4. It's the ports. Besides that, after that, you can't beat the price, folks, that we're given. NTD Vacations, Chicago Music Cruise. Look it up. Tell them Tony O sent you. Or, like I said, please call Mary Grievous at 630-688-1725. Tell them Tony O sent you. Get on that board. It's going to be great. And I'm sure there are going to be more surprises the next week or two of stuff here for the Chicago Music Cruise. So it's going to be good. Because Susan, I will be on the cruise number 10 for me. Okay, there you go. Susan will be jumping on that cruise. Well, Susan, you got to enjoy it, honey. Please go to NTD Vacations and tell them Tony O sent you, and we're going to have a ball. Susan, the closer, hope you're feeling well. I love you here stories about people when they have money and they donate it. Of course, they donate to good charities and stuff like that. Now, sometimes you don't hear about it. Some people tell you. Some of the celebrities tell people about it. Some people don't. Some people are more silent. But here, look at this. Now, there's an old guy that not an old guy, but it's a name you don't hear too much anymore. But at one time, he was one of the greatest professional basketball players in the NBA, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Okay, 4 championship rings, 3 MVP trophies, and other merchandise. He sold for $2.8 million, and he gave it to all funding education for the young kids. So that all a lot of people hold on to those trophies and keep them in their house so people come over and say, "Oh, look at all I did." Well, you know what? He took everything, most of his stuff, 4 of them. I mean, he's won more than 4, but I'm sure he's kept some stuff. But it's a good thing that he turns around and gives it to the kids, and that's the future, and that's what's important. I'm scared. We need for the future. Hey guys, Chicago, Fox 32 News and the Chicago White Sox. What can they do to bring people to the stadium? A lot of people don't go to White Sox Park, but it's a great place. The problem is if they move it to South Loop, which they're thinking they're doing, I'm not sure they're thinking about doing it. If they don't, they're even thinking about maybe even leaving the city of Chicago. But the White Sox are hoping to impress with a lineup of new items for the new year, starting the season. They've added some new local, this according to Fox 32 News, they added some new local selections. Let's see, the executive chefs we're going to be serving Jack Daniels and Coke ice cream floats. Whew, if that shouldn't get you excited, forget about the ice cream. The Jack Daniels and the float, wow. They're going to be serving beef picadillo topping. There's going to be a bunch of new food menus, topping off with salsa. So it'll be like a nice other options are spinach and cheese, vegetarian options. I don't know. I don't know if this gets me that excited to go to see the White Sox. Crispy chicken sandwiches. I mean, this is with coleslaw. No shit. So I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do whatever they can to make sure that more people come when they enjoy the baseball season this year. Move it to a different country. There you go. Oh, so let's see. All you White Sox fans, you might be happy about that. Let's talk about entertainers that go off on the audience when there's too many hecklers or they don't be quiet. You hear this all the time. John Cougar Mellencamp just went off just recently, according to the Wicked Messenger. You're going to a concert. Now, if you're in a big stadium and stuff, no one's going to hear shit or anything like that. When you go like a little theater, like probably what Mellencamp's playing now, smaller theater, smaller venues, somebody heckles, somebody's dunk, somebody whatchamacallits. After a while, I guess, have I ever done it in my 31 years, went off twice maybe in 31 years, if I remember, when we went after somebody. But that was, other reasons. But anyway, Cougar's done it, and there's a lot of Madonna just did it. So, I mean, I don't know. I think you should be a little respectful to the artist when he's up there, when he's trying to sing, do his stuff. But I also believe that when you're an artist and you have hits and you go to these, and people pay tickets to see you sing these hits and you decide not to, that's really unfair to the person who's paying money for those tickets, for those people who bought your CD or album or 45 or whatever it was back then when you were doing it. Christina, how you doing? I hope you're doing well, my dear. Welcome to Ocean Spin. Holy roly, what's up there, my buddy Spins? Whew. Yeah, Cougar just he could be a crabby old man. I agree. He's a little crabby. I got it. I understand it. But look, if you pay $60 or whatever you're paying, $35, whatever the money is to see your favorite artists, and they're not playing the hits, that's wrong. I think a lot of these artists sometimes want to play the new shit, which we understand, but nobody cares anymore really about the new shit. They might. Your loyal fans will want to go out and buy that or Spotify download that one new song. maybe 3 or 4 of your originals that you got, but they want to hear the hits, especially when I'm talking about Karen. How you doing? Welcome to Ocean Spit. I'm telling you, when you're talking about big stars' names or even local acts, there's a few songs that I don't play. Sometimes people get mad at. He was pretty funny. He was trying to tell a story, and someone in the crowd told him to shut up and play a song. Okay, well, there's sometimes that has happened. That has happened even to me. Sometimes you talk a little bit too much and not sing, so I understand that. But you know what? That's part of the part of the show, I guess. If you're, especially when you got an intimate audience, when they're sitting right next to you, it's a little bit more intimate instead of those big concerts where people are just going ballistic the whole time. General, it was great seeing you guys, you and Ron and everybody. Thank you, my good friends. Have a good trip to London, the General and everybody. You have a good trip. Enjoy yourselves. And the UK. The UK. Say hello to Prince Charles there if you can. Robert. 5 best sentences. You cannot legislate the poor into prosperity by legislating the wealthy out of prosperity. Number 1. Number 2. What one person receives without working for another person must work for without receiving. Number 3, the government cannot give to anybody anything that the government does not first take from someone else. God, I love this. And number 5, when half of the people get the idea that they have done, when half the people get the idea that they do not have to work because the other half is going to take care of them, and when the other half gets the idea that no one's going to work because somebody else is going to get what they worked for, that's the beginning of the end of the nation. Sound familiar? And you know what, folks? That's facts. That's facts. Mary Margaret, what's up, my dear? Now you're going to spring break. You're going to Florida. Got to be careful because now there are spotting tons and tons of sharks. I don't know. You got to worry sometimes. You go to some of these places. You're trying to go a little swimming there. 2 large sharks reported minutes from one of the off the coast of Florida. Be careful, guys, out there when you're swimming out, because I know a lot of people go to Florida at this particular time. Careful. Taxpayers, Arizona. There you go. Is there water in Arizona, Tommy? I don't know. I know it's hot. Dry heat. Will you be singing Sweet Caroline? Craig, believe it or not, Craig Olson, great musician in Chicagoland area, In Session with Kim Peterson LeFew. I've been doing, me and Jerry Jams came up with something, since I don't sing the song Sweet Caroline, but I do a duet now with Neil Diamond. So you actually hear Neil sing, and all I sing is the chorus. So now I'm actually not really singing it, and I'm making people happy. So there you go. But thank you, Craig. God bless you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, you're watching Ocean Spit, little show about things. My son has been eating electrical cords. What do I do? Ground him until he conducts himself properly. Oh, God. Joshua Walker, thank you for sending in. I love the stuff that you send in. All right, guys. The Chicago Bears get rid of Justin Fields. People going ballistic. He wasn't the future. And I don't know if anybody could be the future if they play with the Chicago Bears with this ownership. If people said, "Oh, we could have got Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes would have got destroyed because there was no coverage. There's no nothing. So they get rid of Justin. He goes to the Steelers, right? Pittsburgh Steelers. CBS Sports, Caleb Williams, pro day. Ex-NFL star stops, and QB said he should refuse to play for the Chicago Bears. He should pull an Eli Manning. If the Chicago Bears are thinking about selecting Caleb Williams for the first round pick in 2024, the NFL draft this year, they better hope they're not taking advice from Robert Griffin III, or the fourth, here it was. Because RG3 wants to see the former USC quarterback pull an Eli Manning on the Bears. During a recent video Griffin posted social media, the former quarterback said needs to do everything possible to avoid playing with the Chicago Bears. Wow. This is advice he's getting. referring to Manny's infamous antics back in 2004, just days before the draft. Manning agent, did that with Eli Manning. Did that. They're telling him not to play with the Chicago Bears. You know what? I don't blame him. You don't do whatever you can to get out of that contract. Now, people are saying that they started getting some other people they got some help. They got some running back, a wide receiver. They got some more people. Is it true they're changing Columbus Day Drive? Deb, we just talked about that earlier. That's not going to happen. They tried to do that. And of course, Ron Onesti and the joint Civic Joint Italian Community Commission organization put a stop to that. So Columbus Drive will stay Columbus Drive. But thank you, Deb, for asking, and I hope you're doing well. Mary Margaret, how you doing? Welcome. When the McCleskys go to Bears might win. Yeah, I agree. So it should be interesting to see. Everybody thought, oh, he's going to be the best. Justin Fields is done. Done. That's all there is to it. Done. Okay, and I love Richard Hamlin sends me all this stuff about animals and facts and cool stuff. Female anacondas. You know how much I love snakes. Female anacondas strangle and eat the male after mating so they can survive in the 7 month of fasting during the pregnancy. So after the guy gives it to her, the girl eats them. That's it. So she's full for the whole 7 months. Only if that can happen. Richard, it was a bust who was out on a job who wouldn't take advice. Well, you're right. Okay, good point, Richard. Yeah, he is a bust. But so now is Justin Fields because he's back up now. Is he going to be back up to the Pittsburgh Steelers? Is he going to be back up to Russell Wilson? Right. So there you go. So it should be interesting to see what happens with that. Today I learned that ostriches often walk around and then forget where they are going. Today I also learned that my spirit animal may be an ostrich. Oh my God. I think we were talking about that. That happens to me all the time, man. I go somewhere, get in the car and go, where am I going? Or Kathy Norman, of course, the wife of John Norman, the bass player for Mojo's Jukebox. I love this. Saying, when you still don't get it, when someone explains something to you and you go, oh, really? But you really have no clue what's going on. How many times you do that? Carol, what's up, my good friend? Carol Brandolino's watching Twisted Tuesdays with Carol tomorrow. He's useless during pregnancy anyway. There you go. Good point. Good point. There's. Oh, yeah. You got some stuff here. Okay. Chicago actually has 13 seasons. 13 seasons. I love this. Tracy Marie sent this in. She's from Hillside. Winter, Fool's Spring, which we're in right now. Second winter, Spring of Deception. Third winter, the following, Actual Spring, Actual Summer, Hell's Front Porch, A False Fall, Second Summer, and Actual Fall. And then, of course, number 13, Construction. So that's the seasons that we have in beautiful Illinois, Chicago. Now, Michelle the Rocco, friend from high school, she posted something. I never realized this, that you can do this. And this is for guys who have young kids. People have kids that are younger. And this is something I have to tell that to our daughter, Nina. Never buy paint for kids. Paint, 1 cup of salt, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, food coloring. Share this with your friends so they can make a tool. So you can put all together and cool, and it would still be paint, so you're not using real paint to hurt the kids. I think that's an incredible idea. Very good. All right, Norman Adams, thanks for sending this in from Skokie, Illinois. Magic Johnson wasted the world's best porn name on a basketball career. The great Magic Johnson. And did you know that male kangaroos often make poses to show off their biceps muscles during feet to females to impress them? I think we've all done that. There you go, Michelle. She's watching. The Rock. Come on to one of the gigs soon, Michelle. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. I thought that was funny. I love when I see these things on Facebook and stuff. It makes the day. It's funny. Rick Bayless. Are you a Rick Bayless fan? Oh, his Mexican restaurants. I always used to watch his show on Channel 11 or PBS, whatever it was. I like his stuff. Now they're going to make it Rick Bayless Day. Chicago celebrates 37 years of authentic Mexican cuisine. So March 21st. So that's already passed. But congratulations to Rick Bayless. Rick Bayless Day. He definitely deserves it. Kim Peterson, late, but she's there. How you doing, Kimmy? My good friend Kim and Craig, both members of In Session. Make sure you check that out. All right, folks. Here comes some facts. U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson releases another 5,000 hours of January 6th Capitol footage. You need to watch some of this stuff, folks. It's really mind-bending to me. I mean, of course, people still talk about it, especially during election year. But it's just crazy when what people kind of showed you, what the news showed you, what was happening at the time, and then when you see other footage of stuff that was going that no one got to see, and now more and more footage is coming out. So it's up to you to sit there and make up your mind of what you think really happened. I don't know because I don't know the truth anymore, and that's the problem that we're getting. I think that's why we all get a little crazy. You know, some people believe whatever they hear on the news, and that's because the news said it, and that's it. And then there's the other people who kind of do some investigating or what people hear and vice versa. I don't know. I just got a feeling that I'm hoping sooner or later, whatever's going on. I mean, even with the Kennedy assassination, I thought for sure. Remember after we seen JFK? Um, Hi, Michelle. Absolutely. Well, we know we're both on the same page there. But what I'm trying to say is, remember when we watched JFK the movie first, they with Kevin Costner, and at the end of the movie they said it was going to be released in 2020 something, and they never got released anything about the Kennedy assassination. I just don't know, man. I don't know, and I'm just scared. Thank you, Michelle. You're the best. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm hoping that something changes because you know what, man, we live in this country and it's a great country. It's the greatest country in the world. Even though the crap that's going on in this country right now, it's still better than living anywhere else in any other country. Illinois State's attorney still counting votes. Yeah, they're still counting votes. There you go. And we're going to get closer. I got some surprise guests coming on before election day. So, folks, just it'll be very interesting to see different things. But that's people think it's that far away. It's not. It's November, folks. It's November. So just be interesting. Your business isn't going to be for everyone, and that's okay. But your business is going to be for a lot of people, and that's who keeps showing you up for your shows. I am the luckiest son of a bitch in this world, and I've mentioned it many, many times. Because when I work Wednesday through Sunday, mind you, you're working Wednesday through Sunday, and my shows really don't change that much. I mean, I might throw a couple songs here and there. But those people still come out and they eat and they drink and they dance and they come out and spend their hard earned money. And that can only happen for one lucky son of a bitch like me. I know it happens to other people, other bands. There's a lot of other artists out there that are very good and they're doing what they're doing. But when you're working, you see, I believe, and I could be wrong, but when you're working Fridays and Saturdays, which is good, it's great weekend night, and most people like to go out on Fridays and Saturday nights. It's the weekend night. You worked hard all week, you're going to go out on Fridays, Saturdays, and usually any restaurant or place that you play has a decent, loyal, regular following, and then whatever you add to it is a plus. But when you're working Wednesdays and Thursdays, I mean, it's just hard. And I'm just lucky. I'm just really great. And I'm lucky and great to have people like you come out and see me. And not everybody does, but, or they'll pick their a special party or, you know. I am live on the air, my dear. Um, my good friend Regina Karma calling. Anyway, and relax and relieve your stress. There you go. Well, thank you, Dennis. I try. I try. I'm sorry. Sometimes we do get, but that's what it's about. Easter Sunday's coming up on Sunday, folks. Fox 32 overall spending for Easter this year is also predicted to climb to a staggering amount. Do you believe this? Easter holiday spending is expected to hit $177 per person this year. That means you're buying the eggs and the plastic and this and the bunnies and the chocolate and for the little kids. Or if it's more religious, you're spending money on certain food and breads and stuff like that, whatever it is. I mean, it's an expensive holiday. Well, I didn't know they spend that much money. You buy things for we got we don't have any grandkids yet. We're working on our first coming in May, but you know how it is. Everybody wants to do the best when those little kids come over and they get their Easter basket and they're hunting for eggs. I remember up to a couple of years ago, we used to put the eggs, and you put the cash in the eggs, and then you hide the eggs in the house, and everybody, all the kids, let's go, fine. You know, that's just what part of the holidays are about. Who's missing when everyone wore a hat? Oh, I love the old-fashioned hats. I remember the hats. Now, it was dinner. You went out, you had a jacket on, you had a coat, you had the nice hats back in the day, right? I still love that. Just take that hat off when you go into the restaurant. I don't care what kind of hat you're wearing. Take it off. The baseball, and when you're walking in with these baseball caps, or this way, take it off when you're eating. Please, just do me a favor. You're already wearing Crocs as it is. Just get rid of the baseball cap. I just don't understand that. Take the cap off when you're going to a restaurant. I don't care where you're eating. It's just manners. You don't eat with a baseball hat on at home, do you? So what's the difference? They're closing that Bloomers. Yeah, that's coming up too. That was my next story, Richard, right here. Here it is. Bloomers, Chicago Bloomers Chocolate Factory closing after 85 years. That is unbelievable. 85 years. Closing its doors in Chicago. Sad, it really is. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. I want a couple more sponsors, folks. Let's not forget our good friends from Deutsch Power Center, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 20 years. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. That's Deutsch Power Center. My good buddy Sal. Let's not forget Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. For all you people looking for a lawyer, Roy McCampbell is the guy. 708-275-4264. That's Roy McCampbell and Don Esteban Cigars. Call Javier and ask for the new Tony Ocean Rolled Cigars. Tell him I want the Tony Ocean cigars. Tell them they're from Tarpon Springs. They're hand-rolled and delivered right to your house. 727-366-7536. My wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits or reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. And Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. Anthony and Carmela out of Rosemont, Illinois. 773-999-7888. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. It's one of those days today. And it's a great way to start the week, I hope. I hope you guys are going out and having some fun and doing what you need to do. That's what I always say. It's a good way to get stuff on Monday. A lot of people don't like Mondays. I love Mondays because I'm off, number one. So that helps. I guess it could be worse. Yeah, we could be in China. You got a good point there. Yeah, we don't want that, folks. All right, what else we got here? And now, I love watching TV. And there's stuff on television which I didn't even believe that this piece of garbage TV show was actually still on television. Now, makes you wonder, they don't show, there's a lot of stuff that, like Cosby, Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show is still on the one channel, 289. With Comcast. Cosby is still on television. Cosby. Explain this to me. Explain to me how this guy is still on, and who's making that money? Because you get residuals. Who's making that money? How can Cosby still on television? It's not like all the bad things that were done at one particular time and then they show a special of it, whatever it is, whatever. This is continuously on television. I don't know. I was never a Cosby fan. I didn't know anything of him. Joe Puddin used to annoy the shit out of me. But now, with the past that he has, why don't you do that? Why don't you just show O.J. Simpson reruns of the commercials? Why don't you put him back into Hertz commercials where he's jumping to the airport? Go ahead. That's just me. what am I going to do? You guys, you know what I like? Cool stuff. This is cool. Entertainment Weekly. Kevin Bacon returning to Footloose High School for students' prom. Now, I wasn't a big Footloose fan. I seen the movie, thought it was okay, but the only reason why I seen the movie because of the song Almost Paradise. Now, you all people know that Almost Paradise, if you do it or not, Mike Reno sang it, the lead singer from Loverboy, and Ann Wilson from Heart. But that's not why I love the song. The song was written by my favorite singer-songwriter, Eric Carmen, wrote Almost Paradise. So that's why I watched Footloose, just to hear the song. Not for the movie, but Kevin Bacon made his announcement, comes after students urged him to attend their school final prom before it moves to locations this year. So, 40 years after bouncing to the hallways while shooting Footloose, Kevin Bacon will return to Payson High School for an extra special event. That's pretty cool. The kids kept asking him to make an appearance. Very, very cool. The actor who starred, Ren McCormick, very cool. What's going on? Plays the Utah crowd. There you go. So it's going to be cool to see that. How about the shit? The world is ass backwards, Cosby. Yeah, I don't know, Ronnie B. Hey, I hope you had a good crowd over there at Bugsy's, buddy. This past weekend, Bugsy's, our good friend, of course, Rhino, Bugsy's in McHenry. Yeah, so Kevin Bacon doing something pretty cool, going back to making the kids happy. I think that's a class act move. I was watching a program on Alcatraz. Listen to this: 1,576 prisoners. Prison life and the cells. An inmate registered reveals that there were 1,576 prisoners in total held at Alcatraz during the time that it was open in federal penitentiary. Although figures report that varied some. Wow. You ever did the tour of that in San Francisco? You go check that out. Pretty interesting. Pretty cool stuff. Suburban in Carpentersville, folks. Suburban Chicago Mall set to permanently close its doors. You see these strip malls now, and you go to them. They used to be big, and now they're all empty, man. They're like all stores missing. Not cool, man. Spring Hill Mall was built in 1980. It's 100 acres of land in the West Dundee and Carpentersville will be permanently closing its doors this Friday. Spring Hill Mall. Okay, West Dundee bought the property for $7 million after spending $3.25 million to buy the former Sears and Macy's storefronts. It just the demolition could start. Who knows what they're going to build there? Probably condos, right? I don't think they'll build another mall. I don't know. People still go to the mall. Tony, can you please recap the info about the Easter brunch, please, for the coach? Oh, well, this Sunday, March 31st, Ron Onesti at the Arcada Theater at the Speakeasy in St. Charles is putting together a special Easter brunch. And we'll be doing the show there, me and the Professor Daryl Armstrong. It's from 2 to 5 this Sunday, March 31st. Come and join us for Easter brunch. Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy, oshows.com. Get your tickets to the brunch. It's going to be good. Ron's putting out a special meal. That's this Sunday, Easter Sunday, on March 31st. So there you go, Marion. Very, very cool. Former President Donald Trump says he will pass a Constitution amendment for term limits for all members of Congress. Now that's, I got to tell you, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, I guarantee you both sides will agree on that. That should be a cutoff age to people in Congress. I think after a certain age, you should be removed. So that's something I think we can all agree on. And this is what I love to hear stories about when something bad happens to The View. I am not a View fan. You guys all know that. Don't care for all that shit that comes out of that show. That's just me. But what do I know? Riley Gaines wins $8 million defamation suit against Whoopi Goldberg. The story. Wow. Interesting stuff. I think sometimes when you say something like that, especially when you're big, powerful like that, it's a powerful show. People do still watch it. I don't know if it got re-signed or anything like that, or picked up again. I don't know, but Crazy. Oh, this is an interesting story. Our friend Susan Fumo, actually in Italian, that means smoke. There you go. She came with Mary and everybody from the Seventh Heaven family. Came. Thank you guys for seeing us Friday. It's Easter Bunny season, people. Made a lot of sense. Make sure you check your backyards before letting your pooches out. You know, the bunnies are out there, and I know it sounds crazy, but her dog, her Georgie, massacred baby bunnies tonight, and she's heartbroken. So it's something that you got to be careful out there. You never know what's out there. Make sure you check things out before you let your animals into your dogs or whatever into your backyard. I'm so sorry to see that happens. That has to be now. Since we're running out of time, almost running out of time, and whether you're Democrat or Republican, but I just want to know. Here's what I don't get. Can you guys just help me a little bit into understanding this? And this was posted by Mancow Mueller. Remember, Mancow used to have a show on television and radio. Okay. Bernie Madoff, right? Scumbag. Took all the people's savings, lied to them all these years. Probably worst. It's a horrible thing to do. Take people's life savings. Well, you know the whole story. His bond was set for $10 million when he got arrested. He's responsible for the largest Ponzi scheme in history, defraud thousands of investors out of tens of billions of dollars over the course of 17 years, possibly longer. You know the story. Bond to get him out of jail was $10 million. Let's go to former President Donald Trump. Donald Trump's bond, $455 million to get him. No victim. Banks paid back early with interest, and banks wanted to do more business with Trump. Tell me if that's fair or not, no matter what side you're on. Now let's pretend you're on the other side going, what the hell? Bernie Madoff, $10 million. Donald Trump, $4.55 million bond. Man, you're talking about a witch hunt. Whew. I got to keep that one. And here's the thing. Michelle, my friend Michelle posted this on her page. I love this quote, and I'm going to leave you with this, because if this doesn't piss you off, I don't know what does. Imagine a government operated so poorly that they had to import an entire nation of new voters because they lost the trust of the citizens' vote. Think about that. Put that into perspective. Put that. And then horrible news. Our son Joey actually posted this morning. Just horrible. The Russian attack, Moscow concert, half full of upset people. Concert was attacked. Horrible story. Did you hear about this? ISIS attacked a rock concert in Russia, killed over 137 people. They actually have footage of them actually doing it. This is insane. Our prayers go out to everybody there. Godspeed the families and everything they went through. It's a crazy world we live in, and the only way we're going to stop all this madness is make the right decision and get out of the house and go vote in November. Forget the mail-in votes. Go get up off the couch or your work, wherever, from the gym, leaving the bar, whatever you're doing. Go vote. We need a change. Please, we need it. And if not for us, how about our kids and our future? It's sad. It's a sad thing that we're living in, folks. It really is. And I don't know what else to say on that. Anyway, guys, tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday. Carol Brandolino will be joining us. Same day voting, and there you go. And you know what? And Michelle, this is for you, hon.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
Anyway, folks, like it or not, we're trying to do the best we can, and I hope you guys have an incredible day. Let's want to thank our sponsors, of course, the great Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. take care of Ace, man. They always have some great deals going on, and they're always thinking about the people. They've been doing it for years. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. And today is the 25th of March. That means it's birthday day. So let's see who's watching on the birthday, folks. Birthday day. Rick Lindy's in the house. What's up, brother? My sister Tanya celebrating a birthday. Tanya, I love my sister Tanya. Happy birthday. Thomas Beggy. Got to give this guy, Thomas Beggy. He's the oldest living Navajo code talker, Native American, 100 years old. God bless. Roxy Perducci's birthday, the drummer from Vixen, turned 62 years old. Actress Glenn Close, 77. Nick Canyon, turning 40 years old. Bruce Willis, 69 years old. Adam Levine, 45 years old. Billy Sheehan from Mr. Big, Mojo's opened for him a couple weeks ago, 71 years old. Keither Sullivan celebrating a birthday. Patty Boyd, the former wife of the deceased George Harrison. Of course, he was also married to Eric Clapton. The song Layla is about Patty Boyd. Vito Pastantino from the Josie Awards. Vito, happy birthday, my friend. Kathy Ireland celebrating a birthday. Spike Lee. Juliana Onesti, Ronald and Eleanor's daughter, beautiful Juliana, 19 years old. Happy birthday, my dear friend. Happy Palm Sunday this past Sunday. And guys, don't forget, Ryan Lewis, my buddy, if you're watching, happy birthday to my buddy Ryan Lewis. Carl Palmer from Emerson Lake and Palmer turns 74. Hal Linden from Barney Miller turns 92. And Carl Reiner, great director, producer, Alan Brady, and more. Anyway, folks, we got to go. Rick Lindy, go see my buddy Rick. He's great. I hope you guys are well. Happy birthday to my sister Tanya. Thank you, Ace Hardware. Guys, remember, Wednesday we'll be at Rosario's in Roselle, 7 o'clock with Double T. Thursday we'll be at Are We Live. Gigi Capri Burridge will be at Are We Live with Lisa P. and Jerry Jams Thursday. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jerry Jams. And Saturday we'll be at Taverna on Division, Melrose Park, 8 o'clock with Double T. And Easter Sunday, Easter brunch at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy, 2 to 5 this Sunday for Easter, and the Chicago Music Cruise 2025, Tony Ocean, the Main Event Band, Mojo's Jukebox, Hillbilly Rockstars, and Seventh Heaven NTD Vacations. It's going to be fun. I hope you guys can join us on that cruise ship. Give my friend Mary a call at 630-688-1725 or go to chicagomusiccruise.com and tell them Tony O sent you. You guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment, and as Nick and Ringo Starr would say, peace and love. We need peace. We need love more than anything, folks. God bless you all. Have an incredible day. See you tomorrow for Twisted Tuesday. Happy birthday, Tanya. I love you. Nick, take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody.